What's up, folks? Heinz Morning Update, February 24th. So we consolidated for the last week or so, doing pretty much nothing on holiday volume. We had President's Day last week. And then on Friday, we decided to dump it. So, multiple reasons. I think the news is ridiculous, but either way, 82 is the next stop up if we get above that 67, 70 area, and that would clean up the first batch of singles. Next singles at 15, 13, and then 27. Friday I kept saying 2025. Actually, 4045 was first, then 2025. And as of now, we've cleared that. I'd like to see that back below 50, 45, 50 to maybe think about shorting this. I'm flat. This is kind of a consolidation overnight. But I'd make it more the 15, 20 now that needs to hold. We get back below that 15 level, and then it opens up the door. So that would be 61 or 6,000, 6,005, and then possibly your 80, 88 or 88, 87. And then we'll get into these guys. Now I think there was a gap up on the futures, so that could come back down to that 30 level. Here's your 603. That's what I'm watching if we lose that 20, 15, 20 level. So 6,000, 6,003. You have an 88 at S1, 78 possibly, but I'm looking more at the 65. And then you have 47. These are going to be wide out because we had, over 100-point range on the hourly was pretty much straight down. So we've bounced, and we will see if we traject into a V pattern straight back up, right? Like everything's good again, kind of like how we've done in the past. Everything is just, but they keep bouncing it off this level. This isn't the first time, right? So here's your 13, here's your 23, that was that big gap down. And then it's pumped up. So every time we get it down, it's like a cat in a bathtub, right? It just springs right back out. So 65 is your pivot, 67 is your is that high, also a low level. So above 67, I think that we have a chance. 80 is your monthly VWAP, and 88. Then we have 106. Again, that's that huge, 6100, 6105. You got my magic green line at 10, 06. So you could really say 05, 10 here, but really need to get above that to continue back up. Other than that, we can consolidate today. This is kind of bending over, but we will see if I don't know right now. I'm agnostic. I'd like to see a break of the 15 or at least the 20 for substantial downside, and then probably that 45, 44, 48 is going to be my over-under. So as long as we're above that, I think that we can probably continue to stay up. Here's your monthly down, up. Anyway, the month opened at 59.83, so keep that in mind. I know we're 80 points away, but below that, that's a red February, and we don't like red months, so I would assume. Here's your weekly. Buoyed, have pretty much, that was that flush 2 years ago, and then straight the fuck up. So I don't know. I mean, does this continue to go up forever? Probably not. But at this juncture, I don't see anything that's going to bring it down. You're still in the channel. So on the weekly, I mean, this is, if you were trading that chart on the 5-minute, I'd be looking for a consolidation here, acceptance above this 5800, 5830, and then a rocket back up. I'm not saying I'm extraordinarily bullish, but I am saying that this pattern, until we lose at least 58.30 on the macro, on the weekly, this is still bullish. So just kind of something, sometimes you got to keep that in mind when you look at your time frames on the weekly. Here's your SPX, same thing. We had that huge gap up, traversed down. This day came in, puked it, right into that, filled that gap, and then came back up. Now it did create another gap, so you got a 59.05 to 58.42, but that's my nearest gap. Other than that, all of this has been fixed, except for the wee little gap at 61.14 to 17 that was left on Friday. So basically, we opened and then dumped and missed that fill. Euro, after the elections, conservative win, but it wasn't the AFD. So my guess is that the euro will consume the downward trend. It popped up to basically that 053 area, and now it's down at 047. So it's taken quite a dump since the initial election results yesterday. So we will keep an eye on that. NVIDIA earnings, of course, on Wednesday. So we'll keep an eye on that. It was interesting, though, last time it really went down, the market didn't follow too much. So I think there's some divergence with that. I don't know how long this can keep growing. I don't know the AI world bubble, if that's a bubble or if it's not. I don't know. I don't care. We will just kind of keep it in mind as we move forward. So could be half back here today. 60.70 is your 50-day on the SPX. That's probably something I would watch. Other than that, our 65, 67, we need above that to get a ES to get above that, and then below that 44, 48 area, I'll look to probably start a short position. Right now, nothing. Anyway, happy Monday. I'll be around.